Journaling is just really all about like letting it out, not letting it bottle up. And you want to let go of that judging as much as you can because there's nothing to judge. It's your life and love your life. My name is Conrad and I've embarked on the mission to live my best life every day. And this season, I'm traveling around Japan, focusing on a new aspect of self-improvement every week. This week, I explore what loving yourself truly means and how to do it consistently in your life. It's time to level up. Kamakura is our first stop, really, to figure out what exactly we can do to improve ourselves. This week is all about self-love. And what does it mean to truly love yourself? Every single day, we're going to try to do some kind of physical activity, some kind of meditation practice, either in the morning, in the evening, self-care rituals, taking a bath, etc. Spending time to journal, reflect on our thoughts every day. Maybe just learn something new, right? Or even explore nature. I'm so excited. Let's get started. On the way to Kamakura, we actually planned out our itinerary, just a rough one, on the train. We had no idea what Kamakura was all about. We just picked a place on the map. We said, hey, where is there going to be a place that is a bit out of the way? It's not necessarily in the big city, it's a bit in the countryside, and we're going to be able to really just relax and take ourselves out of the busy schedules that we find ourselves in. So we went exploring on the beach. We walked on the beach and really had more of a really meditative think as we looked at the waves crash on the shore. Really kind of just start planning out like, what does loving ourselves really mean on this trip? How do we embark on that journey? And we saw people windsailing in the distance, and that's something that I actually really wanted to do since I was young, and my sister really wanted to do it too. So we're like, hey, how do we get ourselves into windsurfing? How do we get into this journey? We just walked to a windsurfing shop. This lady that was sitting there greeted us. We actually thought she was working there. We had no idea she was just another patron, but she spoke perfect English to us because she actually had been working in Portugal for many, many years, and she just recently relocated back to Japan. It's just super awesome because she helped us guide us through the whole process. We ended up getting really acquainted with the staff over at the windsurfing place and booked a surfing class for tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. So just super excited for that journey, and she walked us all the way to the train station, gave us a lot of good tips on what to do in Kamakura, even though she actually didn't live here. She lives in Tokyo, and she just comes here on the weekend to do windsurfing because that's her way to treat herself right. I'm gonna definitely want to interview her when I meet her back in Tokyo. We exchange contacts. Maybe this is how the tone of these vlogs will be set, is that every single day we're just gonna try to find someone that we can resonate with, that wants to hear our story, wants to share their story as well, and wants to just be part of this journey of that we're all on, really, of life betterment, right? Whatever that means to you, whatever that means to me, and just really figure out what is living our best life. And for her, it was doing exercise, getting rid of all the things that are in her mind, clearing that out and focusing on that one thing. And that's super important. Another experience today that I thought was amazing was our dinner experience. We were just walking down the shopping street of Kamakura. Again, this is where everything was happening. There's a lot of nice festivities going on. There's a festival actually happening right now. And while we're walking around, we're like, hey, we should eat some dinner. What should that be? We couldn't really identify what exactly we want to eat. And across the street, we noticed a street stall seller, and we're like, hey, can you help us? We want to find the best food, most oishi food that exists here. And he ended up pointing us to this narrow alley that, again, we had no idea what was going to happen there. And he said, go down this way in specific English that he could do, and go eat there, yakitori. Okay, interesting. So we sat down, and it was this amazing, like, father, mother, and little son, like around 12, 13 years old, just serving food. And it was this tiny little counter, right? They're all crowded inside. The father was just cooking the skewers. The mother was passing, food over to the father, and the son was getting it out of the fridge. And it was just an amazing experience to be there because they didn't speak any English. We had to fully translate on our phones the kind of meats we like to eat. And I thought that was just like an amazing experience to be there and really feel like, hey, this is a generational small, restaurant, but they care about giving us a good opportunity to eat good food. And for me, that was love for myself, right? To eat well, and also to just see this amazing family experience. I felt a strong love there, and just made me think a lot. Today as well, we joined a group session that's offered as part of our therapy package over at BetterHelp, and basically it was a session about healthy ways to manage stress and anxiety. They talked about different ways to handle anxiety, like making lists, doing exercise, listening to music, doing some kind of creative expression like art, painting, in my case, doing these kind of videos. Meditation, breathwork, super important, especially mindfulness with breathwork. doing a gratefulness diary, planning your day, sleeping right, talking about it to friends, whatever your anxieties are and your stresses are, separating what's in your control, what's not in your control, and journaling. Journaling is just really all about like letting it out, not letting it bottle up, right? And same thing about telling people is, don't let heavy things weigh on you. I think that's something that we often think, oh, who cares about our problems? Who cares about me? Who would want to help me? But the chances are is that other people have dealt with the things that you've dealt with already. You're not alone in this world, and that's okay. That's a great thing. That's for us to feel happy about, so that we know that there's always going to be someone else that would be excited and interested to join us on this journey. So that's just something that I thought was amazing. And just don't judge, right? While you write things down. But gain aha moments. How do you realize, this is what I was thinking, and that's what I was feeling, and this is why this happened, and just really seeing it from more of a reader's perspective, even, right? Because when you read a book, you're kind of just exploring, analyzing, understanding, and you want to let go of that judging as much as you can, because there's nothing to judge. It's your life, and love your life. And I just really love, one of the biggest messages that was shared was figure out what's in your control and what's not in your control, and actually visualize that with like a big circles. Because oftentimes we don't actually realize how much out of control these things are in our lives, and we try our best to grasp control over those. And I don't think that's being very loving to ourselves. It's not right to beat ourselves down for things that we can't control. And I think for us to really focus on the things that we can control is something that I want to implement every single day, right? I can control that I want to journal about my feelings. I want to control that I'm going to go to different classes to learn more, to improve my mental health, my physical health, everything. I'm going to go and do exercise to actually, take actions towards improving my health. Those are all things that I think are super important to me. And the last takeaway I learned from that was just start days better, right? Figure out some kind of really great morning routine that will help you. So I think I'm also going to figure out what a good morning routine for me looks like, and I'll share that with you guys as soon as I figure that out. And for me, it's always just about figuring out what's one thing that may improve my life every single day, and just try it out. That's going to be the theme really of how I'm going to be approaching a lot of the experiments I'll be holding, and whether it's just stretching in the morning, right, or doing windsurfing in the afternoon, or making a new friend. I think there's so many ways to just live life to the fullest, and just so happy that you guys are here on this journey. That's it for now. Have a good night. So this video series would not have been possible without the CoX3 family. If you haven't heard about them yet, they're a nonprofit organization dedicated to empowering creative students and second winders to realize their potential, elevate their quality of life, and make a significant positive impact. Comprising of an inclusive family of over 15,000 people in 150 plus countries, CoX3 is a hub for co-creation, collaboration, and community. They share knowledge to level up every day, tools to put your learning into action, and a community to never struggle alone. This video series proudly supports their latest initiative, Live Your Best Life, where community members worldwide are encouraged to document their transformative journeys. By sharing their personal tales of wins and learnings, we aim to inspire and guide those who yearn to make positive changes in their lives. Every milestone achieved by the CoX3 family is powered by supporters like you. To be part of this amazing journey, we urge you to find ways to support the community, or by checking the description down below to see how you can get involved. Thanks so much for being part of our journey, and we look forward to seeing you inside the community. After our windsurfing day, I asked him out to have a meal with us.
Yes, let's try.
Okay. What makes you happy every day?